The goal out here is to find Caspar, then simply head inside. Then I've got some people to catch up with. Elazar and Igwe primarily, and then talking to Alex once again. And this time we can upload the Coral data, perhaps finish the big Nullwave transmitter, decide whether to turn it on, maybe get people into the shuttles. I am actually, I mean, the fact that the presence of the shuttle, if Igwe's plan comes off, I am kind of swinging back around to why don't we just blow up Telos 1 then? Because if we can leave Telos 1 with the fabrication plan for the Nullwave devices to fight the Typhon, with people alive and rescued, the few survivors, why would we then... What is it really correct to want to salvage any of this? Is it even possible? Is it a fruit of the poison tree thing? Basically, January's plan becomes more attractive if combined with Igwe's plan. Which, the only part of it that's really Igwe-ish is that it involves manipulating someone's memory and using their skills. You see, he sees everyone, rest in peace Anthony Aquilante, Dio Igwe sees people as reducible to their skills. So this guy is just a shuttle pilot.
Dal, and his life signs are stable. Thank you. We are prepping him in the Neuromod division now. Come as soon as you can.
Neuromod in storeroom.
Maybe I can help you.
That's really cool. The game is doing themes at me, like this narrative and shit. Oh, holy crap. Like, I had been complaining earlier that Igwe just sees people as what they can do. And he kind of, doesn't think about the ethical side of things. And this is the case. But also, we have a counterpoint being presented here. We have this situation where Igwe saw someone for what he can do, and it was important and good. Like, everyone else saw Dahl as a threat or as a menacing presence, or as this guy making, silly threats on the intercom.
Suit integrity damaged.
That was stupid. Elazar in particular was like, you have to kill him, please tell me he's not breathing, make sure this man dies, etc., etc. She's, the security captain, and she thinks he's a threat to be eliminated, and was, personally threatening her life and everyone else's. But if you do these things, you don't get to use his valuable skills of piloting a shuttle. Whereas, Igwe may not have seen the person, but he did see what he could do. How interesting. I'm certainly grateful for that perspective in this case, because my highest priority is to try and save people, the people on the station and also the people on Earth, from the Typhon. And if the consequences of that... Oh, shit. There we go. If the consequences of that are that I kind of foolishly try and save people when it would have been better to cut losses and there is a bad ending, well, so be it. But that's the sort of path I've chosen, at least. And Igwe is helping to provide a possible way to carry this out, to get most remaining people out alive. Even Dahl, just not as who he used to be. I wonder how long he's had the neuromods for. Like, how much of a mind wipe are we contemplating here? It's a single reset, so he's unlikely to undergo the kind of drift that happened to Morgan. He'll probably still be himself, just won't have the information he had. But I wonder how much of his life are we talking about taking away? Ow. Whoa, yeah, those things. I was wary of fighting them in space at one point, and it seems I was right to be wary. These are very bad for your spacesuit. I think I've left those ones behind. Caspar itself. I wonder if anything different happens if you hack it. Yeah, let's do this. It might be nice to have an operator on my side that can take over the station with board level overrides, particularly if Alex changes his mind about how to control things.
Index cluster, no map reference.
Doors are working again, Morgan. Nice work.
Psychotronic
I'm taking what's left of my crew to the atmosphere controls and life support.
Hello.
Clear out Dal's shit-can operators and make sure there are no more mishaps with the air on this station.
Dal populated his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes in a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end.
Okay, so there's Alex again,
The upload just kicked in.
telling us about how brothers are important and operators aren't, but
Important work to do.
I need to check on life support once again. And I will not be doing any quick saves until I've done this. Man. I really hope you don't have to, like, leave Sarah Elazar's crew locked in the cargo bay forever to save their lives. Well, I can't leave them there forever, because Alex won't give me progress until I get rid of the operator there, because it was locking him out of the systems. Well, for a good military operator, it's nice. Well, let's head to the power plant airlock here. Worried. I've killed the telepath, is the thing, and I've killed most of the operators. I took out a bunch of Typhon, but not by any means all of them. That's the shuttle bay. I want the power plant instead. This is concerning. I'm okay with the game telling me, like, look, you wanted to have the best of both worlds here, and let's say, for example, it turns out that my decision to land the Advent in Seattle has some predictable and unavoidable consequences, and that no matter what happens, it results in some people getting killed by Typhon, for example. That seems like a possibility, though thankfully not a certainty. I would accept that as like a fine storytelling thing. Like, the game forced you to make a tough decision. If I make a choice and it turns out to be the wrong choice for what I was hoping would happen, alright. I'm really hoping we do find out whether there were any consequences of either kind. But if if the game puts me in a position where to progress I have to shut down Caspar the operator, and by doing so it results in unexpectedly a bunch of people going and getting themselves killed needlessly because Dal's not even there anymore. He's not going to be doing anything with the air support, the life support. And even the first time, right? Like, there was no way to kind of know a thing. Oh, this might be a bad thing to do to let them out. They're dying. Why didn't it wasn't even clear that it would let them out? Like, why would shutting down the? It was not crazy that it unlocked the cargo bay doors, but it was like, oh, the cargo bay doors opened. What a nice surprise! Oh no, your nice surprise is now a poisoned chalice. More destroyed operators than there were before. Well, I haven't got to life support yet, so no worries yet. Yeah, so that was already kind of crappy. And if it turns out to be a thing, which always happens, regardless of whether you got Dal, that's just kind of dumb. It's just kind of like an annoying plot beat, which no longer feels like a punishment for me, because it was kind of an accident that it happened at that point in the story earlier instead of happening now, but I still wouldn't like it. It makes me wonder, like, you know, is there any way to avoid this situation? Like, can you... If I was to go and meet Igwe first, before taking out the operator, would it result in Dahl being visibly on our side, such that Elazar no longer thinks there's no need to go and fight him? So who's this? No, that's not one of the security crew. I don't object to fighting a phantom. Airlocks. Air filtration, air filtration, air filtration. Really? Darcy Maddox? A dead mimic? This is bullshit. Just one dead person this time, I guess. Instead of 3 or more, but... Alfred Rose, pointlessly dead. Kevin Haig, pointlessly dead. I didn't kill all the operators here, only most of them, because I didn't think anyone would be coming here anymore. This sucks, y'all. Well, who is even still alive? I'm gonna load the game again. Tameko survived this time.
If we are trapped here, we will take them with us.
Thanks for saving Ronnie. She's been telling us... Well, I can't believe what she's been telling us.
Yeah. So, okay, you're here now. For no reason. Dahl's not here anymore. I could have told you that if I could tell people things. Okay, look. Actually, I don't think that button does what I think what I wanted it to do. It doesn't load your latest quick save. It loads your latest save. So what I want is this one in the exterior before I take out the operator. I hope it's before I take out the operator.
Hazardous atmosphere.
Yep. Once again, I have chosen to restore the Weave of Fate rather than persist in the doomed timeline I had created. And now I'm just going to leave Caspar there. I'm not touching him until I've spoken to Igwe in the hope of that changing outcomes by making Dahl shut down his robots or something. And also, I guess I'll make life support as safe as I can, but, you know, things respawn there. It just seems like... Am I being faced with a situation where the more stuff I've done there myself, the fewer of them will die? It just seems so pointless for any of them to die at all. Let alone dying in the way that one guy did, where he was sort of embedded in the ground in an obvious glitch in the game engine. That was just silly. So we're still playing with timelines, still trying to get actual good outcomes. I'm in the Arboretum, which is probably chock full of Typhon. If hopefully not operators anymore. Trying to get to the lobby. I will simply sneak there. Moving. Oh, there are still some operators left. Well, that's fine. I'll take it over. It's irritating. I'm irritated. Zuh. Zuh. I kind of, if I didn't know about them dying the first time, okay, well, sorry, that was completely unclear. What I'm trying to say is, some of my irritation now is leftover irritation from the seeming unfair choice forced upon me, right? So that one time when I got rid of Caspar, and caused Elazar to go and fight Dahl, and a whole bunch of people died. That annoyed me because I thought that I had basically been tricked into making a bad choice for no kind of signaling whatsoever that it was the wrong thing to do. If that hadn't happened, and we're just looking at what's happening now, which is when you get rid of the operator, the security team is like, okay, we'll go and take over air filtration, and on the way there, some of them die because they're doing a dangerous thing in a very dangerous environment. That is kind of okay, except that the premise of what they're doing is still stupid. There's no reason to go and guard air filtration. It'd be much better to simply stay in their defensible point in the cargo bay. Yeah. Still, it's kind of in isolation, it would be less irritating, but still irritating. If I'm gonna talk to Igwe. We will hopefully perform the procedure to reset Dahl's memories and turn him into an ally by lying to him, presumably. Get him to be a shuttle pilot for us. After I've done that, will I still be faced with the choice of, in order to proceed, I need to go and get rid of Caspar the operator? And when I do that, will this still result in some people going off to get pointlessly killed for no reason? It will kind of be annoying either way, because if they do still go off to get completely pointlessly killed, instead of, for example, leaving on the escape shuttle to which we now have access, that would be silly. But if they don't do that, if they are actually saved by my doing these actions in this order, it will be annoying also, because it means that my actions have these completely unpredictable consequences, wherein I sort of by leaving Dahl alive, by getting Dahl out of the air filtration area, cause him to be considered not a threat to security, but only if I also go and do this stuff, which seems crappy. Pop. Not pop, but you know, it helps, right? Give me the operators. Nice. Machine Mind, it's actually very good once Dahl arrives. I may not like what Dahl has done to the plot structure. I like what he's done to the plot, by the way, just not the plot structure. Like, the plot is great, yeah. The Elder Use and the rest of the board sending in the cleaner. I wondered, does Morgan and Alex's mum know about this? What their dad is doing? I don't know what kind of relationship they had, but it's interesting to contemplate. That's cool stuff, right? But yes, this question of like the survivors, a quite large chunk of survivors who were all in one place and so on, becoming non-survivors potentially just because that sucks. Ooh, what's in here? No coral in Neuromod Division yet. Oh! I'm not an alien threat, you asshole. I mean, I'm an alien, I guess. In that I have, some Typhon DNA in my brain because of the neuromods, is all I'm saying. But, not a threat. And of course, I may be, while a human in this world, the world itself may be a simulation being experienced by an alien. Who knows? I came here not too long ago to do the tests. Turret didn't shoot me back then. Maybe this turret wasn't here back then. Alright, skills recording. this place was Igwe's great interest. I mean, the psionics, he was obviously very interested in that stuff too. He's the theoretician behind a bunch of it. Seems to have sort of researched latent human abilities before they were able to use the Typhon to kind of bootstrap themselves to actual success. But he was also clearly very interested in the standard neuromod stuff, the skills that people have, and how much that is of what they are.
Dr. Yu, Morgan, I was afraid you wouldn't make it.
Yeah, the station's a pretty dangerous place these days.
The subject, Dahl, has been secured. I believe I've isolated the correct neuromod. It is essential we say as little as possible of what has happened on the station and focus on the situation. Dahl, memory serves, should resort to field training and react accordingly. He was never one to question orders. Ready when you are, Morgan. Remember, if this works, say nothing.
Don't worry, I don't have the ability to say things in the first place. Otherwise, wouldn't be in this position. Alright, so this is kind of a fucked up thing to do to someone, so I will save the game first. In the circumstances, look, I mean, this guy's a killer who's just been told
When
kill all of these people for
Dahl's
money.
memory should revert back to the inception
Okay,
date,
yeah.
and he should forget his assignment here.
So I don't feel too much compunction about using these techniques they've developed to
Ready when you are.
reset his memory of the kill order. This is, you know, not the worst thing that's been done in these labs. Alright, perform neurotomy, engage surgical harness, neural scan. Pager connector must be updated with a recent neural scan to perform a successful
If you're
apto-aggressive
worried about the
neurotomy.
Geneva Protocols, you have my word. I say nothing about who performed the procedure. I am at risk as well, you know.
Debrief. Subject may be confused. Give it a show. Erratic behavior. Okay.
Hello, volunteer. My name is Bianca Goodwin. I'm the volunteer and guest liaison aboard Talos 1.
This
I want
debrief
to be the first
would
person
probably
to
not help.
congratulate you when you woke. On behalf of everyone at TranStar, well done and thank you. I'm sure you feel disoriented. This is because you've just experienced a medical procedure known as apto-regressive neurotomy. For the next few hours, you might have trouble with fine motor skills or recalling details. More importantly, your memory of the tests is completely gone. But don't worry. I want you to know your willing participation was a big success. It's already yielding valuable information for our scientists
So
and
they assume.
engineers. So, please, rest easy for now. Once you feel well enough, I'll come by to conduct your exit interview.
Okay,
See
yeah,
you
this
soon.
would simply raise questions. He'd be like, "Oh, but hang on, I'm not this
My name-
person." Okay.
Dr. Yu. Morgan.
Alright, well, I guess I gotta put the surgical harness on him. Oh boy. And scan his brain.
If you're having second thoughts, performing the extraction can't set us back any more than we already are. Except for time.
Yeah, I mean, look, the alternative was to kill this guy. So. Oh boy. How does that even work?
What? Who are you? Morgan? Your father's been asking about you. And Alex. I was supposed to report to him about her retrieval after modding up. Where am I? Why am I restrained?
Commander. Dahl. I am Dr. Igwe, Chief Physician here.
I've seen your face in the company directory. Alex's pet. The discredited parapsychologist.
Hey, we recredited him, it's okay.
Commander Dahl, you've suffered a severe head injury as a result of a crisis here on the station. We need to evacuate at once, but we couldn't leave without you. Are you able to pilot a shuttle?
What? Yes, of course I can pilot. Wait, what emergency? Is this Argus installation? Where's Casper?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We need to get to the shuttle bay and prepare for departure. TranStar mandate. Doctor, you can confirm.
Of course. Morgan, you look like shit.
Look, it's been a tough day.
Alright, let's get Daddy's precious child off the station, or TranStar will blackbox me.
What is blackboxing?
Just need to check your vitals. Wouldn't want our pilot to faint.
There's nothing wrong with me.
We'll meet you there, Morgan.
Alright, I guess I'll pick this stuff up, leave, and say nothing. Extra neuromod, it's always good.
It's by design that I can predict what you're going to do fairly often. And yet, this turn of events with Dahl, I'm impressed and surprised you've managed to find a way to get remaining crew off the station. I have no doubt they'll remember your sacrifice.
Maybe I can help you.
Well, it was Igwe's idea, so no wonder January didn't predict it. I suppose the thing he didn't predict was that I'd want to do it, or bother, or care. He was like, oh, surprised that you have any compassion whatsoever. When I was Morgan, I don't remember that. Okay. Still, this is good. January then kind of goes on to casually assume, oh, but you'll be dead, because you'll have exploded the station and yourself. I better destroy these things so Igwe and Dahl can get past. Also, Dahl might ask uncomfortable questions. The thing is, January is not necessarily wrong here. It's definitely back on the table. Now, with this shuttle here, that I might destroy Talos 1, which would, of course, take place while on board it, which does have the consequences to which he alludes. Cool. Yet another broken thing to hack, so that if it's unbroken, it doesn't get me. What is best to do? I definitely need to upload this research to finish the big null wave frame. Well, hang on. Can I go to Cargo Bay and tell Elazar et al., hey, please go to the shuttle now? Because that would, be a way to deal with this stupid issue of them going and getting themselves killed in life support.